to Politricks watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Khadene Thomas. Another in the very long line of corporate choppers. Suit and tie choppers. White collar crime. Seems to be the in thing right now. At least in terms of getting caught. I'm also going to be talking about the data that I've been waiting for. We now have the first 2 weeks for murders in Ireland. Murders currently down 56% compared to the same time period last year. 56% down. We'll talk about it. But before we go any further, I want to send a special Patreon birthday shout out to Governor Blacks. Right. That's Governor from the Patreon squad. Today I'm special day. Right. Today I'm Unicorn Day. Governor Blacks, hope you enjoy yourself. Know see you tune in. Right. Don't know your plan. Whatever it is, make sure so you enjoy it safely. Right. And make it back in one piece. Too much people are going to enjoy themselves and now come back. But it caught them at the moment. Governor Blacks, we wish you 100 more years, right, of health and wealth. But when I make the wealth, be careful where you get to, because look like people wealth disappear into thin air. Governor Blacks, big up yourself, bro. We can move into the video. Khadene Thomas in a whole lot of problem right now. Khadene Thomas is a senior wealth advisor for NCB cap market. If you don't know how NCB is set up, from what I understand, they have the NCB, which is the more commercial bank side day-to-day things, and they have the cap markets, right? Them deal with stocks and certain things, right? It's almost like NCB's version of SSL, right? Or one of them investment houses. That's what them deal with. You can buy shares and everything there. So a big money thing, right? For them stipend, right, a different level to even the regular side of NCB. And she was a senior wealth advisor. So she can buy a bowl and cheese. If I even look mackerel and rice, I think she can afford that. Well, she has now been charged forgery, larceny, and fragmenting the line impetuously. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, which charge named fragmenting the line impetuously? Well, that's the master's degree version of chopping the line. Right. That's the big title version of chopping the line. This is the white collar crime version of chopping the line. Right. So, your typical day-to-day scammer, right, when them get catch doing fraud and all kind of things, forging all kind of things, take people money, right, using various, spooky tactics, it's chopping the line. But we know how Iron stay with big title already, right, and different treatment based on how you look at them things. So, because of Khadene Thomas, big title, right, because of how she look and her education, right, according to Iron logic, right, she doesn't chop the line, she fragments the line impetuously, because that's more sophisticated. Remember, Iron is a place, as long as you dress it up with a big word, right, it don't sound too bad, even though the same basic things. Them just substitute words. So, the man over here saw a thief, right, but then the man over here so you hear them use the other word for it. It's all about labels. So, the man over here so bribe, but the man over here so quote unquote lobbies. Reports say that she already hire one of the big shot like them, the Iron Man. The one that look talk and ring up him neck like pigeon. You watch a pigeon and ring them neck. At first it was said she fragmented the line of about $30,000 US. Now, they must say after doing further checks, it's at $143,000 and it's expected to get higher. Right. They might go back and check the trail now and they might find more and more. So who knows where it will end. Khadene Thomas have half of the alphabet behind her name. Look on your screen right now. BSc, MBA, CFP, CIRM, JP, don't tell me after I'm the video Sunday talking about MBA and JP, we know see somebody who have an MBA and is a JP, get caught up in fragmenting the line impetuously. You can't make this up. JP, I can't justice at the piece that shot. A must Jamaican prank. It must be Jamaican prank. Do not tell me. I mean, there's something I want to know about the system in Ironman forcing you to go get JP signed with things and get lawyers signed with things and all that kind of nonsense. So now, you have to say the same thing I want. Can't be. This must mean Jamaican prank. You see, them tell you say, how you cut down on crime in general is, once people are educated and empowered, then they won't do certain things. You sure about that? Right. How much more educated can you get than this? Look on later. Senior advisor at NCB cap markets, not even regular NCB. How do you stop all these corporate chopping? Well, social intervention program. That's the answer. If people like Khadene Thomas, Andrea and all them people, running a SSL, right? If they had a social intervention program, this wouldn't happen. Of course, that don't make sense, but who cares about making sense? Ironman is not about making sense. It's about a narrative and saying what sounds good, and that sounds good. So we need a social intervention program, right, for all these bank stuff, right, where make people funds disappear into thin air. We could talk about murders in Ironman. For the first 14 days, murders down 56%. 56% compared to the same time last year. That is a massive drop. Right? A massive drop. Me telling you some more see numbers them now. Right? 2023 look like it will be an interesting year. Right? 56%. Oh, and by the way, this is up to January 14. Right? There's always that one wise guy. Yeah, but me somebody did today. This includes data from the 1st to the 14th. So that's all I talk about right now. Grand total so far, as in up to the 14th, 32 reported murders. Same 14 days last year, there were 72 reported murders. Let me say, that's 56% decrease. St. James, 5 murders, first 14 days. Same time last year, 14. Westmoreland, 9. Them time the last year, this time 3. Remember, Westmoreland and St. James are the two that we keep an eye on. Because at them two there, right, usually at the top. The next division, right, that is always in top 5, St. Catherine North. Look on your screen and write this down because it won't last long. A matter of fact, I think there has been a murder in St. Catherine North after this come out. But still, soak it in with your second screen or something. St. Catherine North, 14 days, no reported murders. 14 days, no reported murders. Same time last year, there were 9. That's a 100% decrease for the first 14 days. Trelawney, 0. St. Anne, 0. Portland, 0. Kingston Central, 0. St. Andrew Central, 0. Extraordinary. Right. Compared to last year, that is. Remember, we are comparing to last year. We're not saying this is, this is the Ironman hasn't reached the promised land. We're just comparing it to last year. Mr. Simon. Manchester, 100% increase. Manchester and its neighbour, Clarendon, are the only 2 parishes where see an increase compared to last year. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, if you're wondering what caused a 56% decrease in murders between January 1st and January 14th compared to the same time last year, then you already know, say, you're the type to buy unicorns. because it's kind of painfully obvious. There was an SOE in place. Right? But who cares about facts or reason? Let's do the more entertaining answer. Let's give you the airy answer because you love to be entertained. The reason why between the 1st and the 14th murders dropped 56% is because the World Cup was on. No, that doesn't make sense because the World Cup wasn't on, but when was anything about making sense? Facts are boring, reason and logic is boring, critical thinking is boring. It's all about entertainment. And the most entertaining answer you can get is that murders dropped 56% between the 1st and the 14th because the World Cup was on. Has nothing to do with an SOE. Didn't one of your political leaders put forward this simpleton narrative and you swallow it up? So keep swallowing it. Right? That's what we're working with. Right? Murders are down because of the World Cup. That's what we're standing by. I have an MCS and that's a big degree. You don't have one. So as Eric Cartman would say,
respect my authority.
Listen, I'm not complaining. End of the day, this helped my unicorn sales, which has surpassed Grace Kennedy tin mackerel, by the way. Like Lasco and Grace Kennedy don't sell mackerel like home sell unicorn. Matter of fact, I soon list my unicorns on the JSE. So all of the people who invest money in the SSL and them thing there, wait till my list on the JSE and them time they only go see ROI. 56% drop in murders. That's a significant decrease. Naturally, I'm not surprised. I'm telling you, say, I expect 2023 to be a turning point for Ironman. However, this is just the start. This does not mean pop champagne, this does not mean celebrate. Matter of fact, this is nothing to write home about yet. Right? Hombre need to keep his foot on the gas. You see, I noticed about last year or so, right? Hombre finally start poke out him chest, right, and show some cojones. You're the Prime Minister of Ireland. You have to act like it. I don't know if I some bush tea then give, or some herbs, I don't know if I wash out, I don't know what it is. Remember, we say it all the time, true confidence comes from results. But when you start see results, that's how an electrician or a plumber, that's how a mechanic, a doctor, anybody, that's how they become truly confident. Anyway, Patreon squad, you up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more life. Vulture squad, you're circling. Yes.